For our first talk tonight, we will be hearing from current Mariah School Captain and a member of Kehillat Kadima, our very own Adam Jankelowitz, who requires no introduction. Unfortunately, you're going to have to hold your own mic.
Tisha B'Av is the day in the Jewish calendar on which we take the time to reflect and mourn the tragedies that have befallen the Jewish people. Over the years, the Jewish people have developed an incredible collective resilience, not to just survive, but thrive. When I was first asked if I would like to speak tonight, I was excited at the opportunity to be able to speak in front of my community, and also to have the chance to speak at the same event as both Rabbi Dovi, who is someone that I'm very close to, but also to speak alongside our new college principal, Rabbi Smakla. My original intention for the topic of my talk was going to be resilience in adolescence and how to deal with challenging times. However, as I started to think what I would talk about, I realized that to be able to talk from a personal perspective and from my own experiences was the best way for me to show resilience. On a personal note, 2018 was a very difficult year for me and my family. My mother Brenda was diagnosed with cancer at the end of 2017 and passed away in October 2018. My family and I knew it would take tremendous courage and resilience to deal with this tragedy, and we've endured many painful hours, days, weeks, and months. After losing my mum, I faced many challenges. I couldn't find anything to do that would help me find a meaning in my life. People around me found it hard to relate to my pain. I had to explain what I actually needed from them and how they could help me with what was now going to be my journey. It took me a while to truly realize that finding strength and resilience was going to be an ongoing process, and during that process I would encounter many lows and I hope some highs. Returning to school was a significant challenge. I felt different and isolated from everyone else. I felt everyone was staring at Daniel and me, which exasperated our feelings of being different. Our peers inquired as to how we were doing, asking what they could do to help us. And from this, I learned how important it is to have people who care around you all the time. I knew that everyone meant well, but unfortunately, I did not know how to react or respond. I believe that finding things that you love doing or things that make you feel accomplished help. A few weeks after my mum passed away, I was involved in Mariah's production of Fiddler on the Roof. I was one of only 2 students who were selected to be a member of the professional orchestra playing in the production. Being a part of this experience made me feel extremely proud. It was something I'd worked on for many months, and I knew how important it was for my mum and how she was looking so forward to seeing the show. Each night before the performance, members of the cast ensured that there was a minyan, so we could daven mincha and ma'ariv, so I was able to say Kaddish. I came to really understand the meaning and importance of community. A few weeks later, I was on IST, the Israel Study Program, a school program that takes Year 10 students to Israel and Poland for 6 weeks. Before leaving, I knew it was going to be a challenge. I would be away from my family for a long time, so soon after losing my mum. But what I also knew was that with the newfound resilience, I would experience a trip of a lifetime, one which would stay with me forever. I knew my mum wanted me to go, and she knew how much I was looking forward to it. Challenges like speaking here this evening also assist with bringing you back from tragedy. I knew that speaking here tonight was going to be tough, but as tough as it is, I know that I will only grow from the experience and maybe help others with their struggles. I'm certain that my mum is looking down on me from Shemayim and beaming with pride. There are many challenges, despair, self-imposed isolation, and well-meaning outsiders who don't know how to help. Some days I wake up and think that I'm not in the mood to speak to anyone or do anything. To overcome this feeling, I surround myself with people who care about me, my family and my close friends. Over the past 10 months, I've learned that it is a two-way relationship when it comes to these people helping you and supporting you. It is essential that you are open with your thoughts, conversations and your feelings, so that people around you can truly be there for you in a meaningful way. Giving to others has also helped me. For the past 6 years, I've been involved in Friendship Circle, and it is something that I love doing. The child I visit every week is someone who I can call my friend. For the few weeks before my mum died, I did not visit this child for several weeks as it was just too hard emotionally. When I was sitting Shiva, he came to visit me. We were both so excited to see each other. It was such a special moment for me as I saw the smile on his face when he walked into my house and saw me. I knew I had made a difference. I've attended Moriah College since preschool, and being a part of the Moriah family has given us all so much. Moriah has provided me with so many incredible opportunities, and I'm so grateful to my parents for providing me with the gift of a Jewish education. Because of this, I wanted to give back to Moriah. I wanted to stand for leadership at the college. It was extremely challenging to go through the application and selection process, as it was something my mum and I spoke about for months last year. Becoming college captain has been very bittersweet. I'm so proud to be representing the college and giving back to the Sydney Jewish community, but I just wish my mum was here to see it. Viktor Frankl is a Jewish Austrian psychotherapist. His book, Man's Search for Meaning, was given to me as a gift when my mum passed away, and it strongly resonated with me. In particular, it is his belief that identifying a purpose in life and feeling positive, even in times of darkness and despair, will inform a way of life. His philosophy has challenged me to find my way, and has set me on the path to equipping myself with the tools to accept the hardships I will face. Frankl recounts the atrocities that he and millions of prisoners faced under Nazi rule. He is concerned less with the question of why most people died than he is with the question of why anyone at all survived. As he explains, the most common reaction to this terrible predicament was the attitude of "I have nothing to expect from life anymore." Whatever the struggle is, Frankl states that it does not matter if one has nothing to expect from life, as one can always find a meaning to everything. He teaches that love goes beyond the physical person to the deepest inner spiritual self of that person. My beautiful, strong-willed mother embodied the hope, purpose, and positivity that defines Frankl's philosophy. In her eulogy, it was emphasized how she never once gave up during her illness and how she fought to the very end. Viktor Frankl recognized in the Holocaust that the Nazis were able to take everything from him physically, but no matter what suffering he endured, he understood that how he reacted and the mindset he adopted to was up to him. The way my mum responded to the challenge was living her life to the fullest. She always told me that she would not allow her illness to define her or our family. We can't always choose the music that life plays for us, but we can choose how we dance to it. Whilst everyone suffers differently, and many may suffer silently, it is important to always be aware of people's sensitivities and challenges, and to develop the right understanding and appropriate interactions when you are around them. One cannot know what a person is going through until they actually go through it. So be there for them, support them, and most importantly, understand what it means when someone asks you to be there. Being there isn't what you do, what you say, or what you give, but rather how you listen, how you reflect, and how you care. Being there means being present and being available, emotionally and mentally. In the face of things we cannot understand, don't ask why, ask what. Don't ask why things happen, seeing as we will never know, but ask yourself what you are going to do to respond. Asking why will lead to despair, whilst asking what can lead to recovery. This experience has taught me crucial lessons in life. In order to be resilient, you need to surround yourself with caring and supportive people. You need to be open and transparent with your thoughts and feelings so that those people can understand and be in a position to try and help you. You should find things that you love doing and set yourself goals no matter how small they may seem to be. Achieving these small milestones will help you feel accomplished. And finally, you should try and find meaning and purpose to your life. Embrace it and make that define you as a person. Thank you.
Adam, if you look around the room, you may see many of your peers. I'm under no illusions who they came to hear. But I want to tell you that they're not just here to support you, but they're here to learn from you. Because at your young age, what you have experienced and the way you've responded and continue to respond to that leaves every single person in this room with what to learn from you. That said more than anything I could say. So, what you did tonight showed incredible resilience. I don't think there is a stronger way to respond to anything than to put out everything you have inside and to inspire others to have the same strength that you have.